The topic of U.S. deportations for Asian countries in 2025 is a serious matter, impacting millions of workers, students, and families. Understanding the underlying causes, whether related to security, immigration laws, or economic factors, is crucial to grasping how these policies might change lives. Let's delve into the top 7 Asian countries facing U.S. deportations in 2025. Number 7. Vietnam. A significant reason for deportations from the U.S. to Vietnam in 2025 is visa overstaying. Many Vietnamese individuals arrive on tourist or student visas but remain longer than permitted. This often occurs due to the pursuit of better job opportunities or the desire to send remittances back home. However, staying without authorization is illegal in the U.S. and leads to deportation upon detection. This risk is frequently taken due to limited employment prospects or low wages in Vietnam, making the U.S. appear more appealing for work, even if it means violating regulations. Another challenge is Vietnam's sometimes lengthy process for accepting deported individuals. The U.S. claims that Vietnam can be slow in verifying identities or preparing travel documents. This delay might inadvertently encourage more people to overstay illegally and could lead to stricter U.S. deportation policies for Vietnamese nationals. Deportation also deeply affects families. Individuals sent back may leave behind spouses, children, or jobs in the U.S., raising questions about how these families cope with separation and how Vietnamese communities in America perceive immigration. Number 6. Malaysia. Malaysia is on the list of Asian countries with high U.S. deportations in 2025 due to issues like illegal work and visa problems. Many Malaysians seek better opportunities in the U.S., but some end up working without legal authorization. This often stems from a need to support families back home or to sustain themselves while studying. However, working without a proper visa is against U.S. immigration laws and results in deportation. Addressing this could involve Malaysia improving its legal job programs for visitors. Visa fraud is another major contributor, with some travelers providing false information or fake documents to obtain U.S. visas. The U.S. considers this a serious offense, leading to deportation and potential future travel bans. The prevalence of visa fraud among Malaysian visitors raises questions about how Malaysia can better educate its citizens on visa rules and the importance of honesty. Furthermore, Malaysia has been criticized for slow cooperation in deportation cases, with delays in paperwork complicating the process. This can prolong detention periods in the U.S. and impact the relationship between the two countries. These deportations affect numerous families, students, and workers who aspire to a better life in America, highlighting a need for support for those separated from loved ones. Number 5. Mongolia. Mongolia is among the Asian countries with rising U.S. deportations in 2025 primarily due to visa fraud and visa overstays. Some Mongolian travelers use fake or altered documents to enter the U.S., hoping to stay longer or work illegally. This is often driven by economic difficulties in Mongolia and the hope for a better life abroad. However, U.S. immigration authorities take visa fraud seriously, leading to deportation. Mongolia needs to consider how it can help prevent such cases. Another common issue is overstaying visas, where Mongolians enter legally but remain past their visa expiration. This might occur if they find employment or educational opportunities and wish to avoid the complexities of leaving and reapplying. However, overstaying can result in severe consequences, including deportation and re-entry bans. Greater awareness and support for Mongolian visitors could help mitigate these problems. The U.S. government is also concerned about Mongolia's slow cooperation in deporting individuals who violate immigration laws, which some attribute to administrative challenges in Mongolia. This could affect U.S.-Mongolia relations and potentially lead to stricter U.S. travel regulations for Mongolians. Deportations also cause emotional stress and family separation for Mongolians living in the U.S. Number 4. Nepal. Nepal's presence on the list of countries with high U.S. deportations in 2025 is mainly attributed to illegal border crossings and visa overstays. Many Nepalis seek better jobs, education, or family reunification in the U.S. However, limited legal visa options and extensive wait times often lead some to attempt illegal entry or overstay their visas, which increases U.S. government scrutiny on Nepal. Nepal's challenging geography and limited resources push many young people to view the U.S. as an opportunity for a better future. People overstay their visas for various reasons, including delays in visa renewals or job losses that make leaving unaffordable. Losing legal status makes deportation a serious threat. In 2025, stricter U.S. immigration policies are resulting in more deportations of Nepali nationals found living or working without authorization. This situation has a significant impact on families, many of whom rely on remittances from relatives in the U.S. Deportations could lead to a decrease in these funds, potentially harming Nepal's economy. Delays in deportation processing are another concern, with the U.S. urging Nepal to improve cooperation in repatriating its citizens quickly to avoid even stricter travel restrictions. The fear of deportation might also deter legitimate students and workers from applying for visas, affecting Nepal's future ties with the U.S. Number 3. India. India is among the top countries for U.S. deportations in 2025, primarily due to widespread visa fraud and overstays. While many Indian immigrants in the U.S. follow regulations, some have exploited the system. Visa fraud encompasses various deceptive practices, such as fake job offers, fraudulent university enrollments, or falsified information on immigration forms, all aimed at gaining entry into the U.S. In 2025, U.S. officials are intensifying efforts to combat these tactics, potentially leading to more deportations even for minor infractions. Student visa abuse is a common issue, with some individuals entering the U.S. on student visas but engaging in illegal work or attending fraudulent institutions that do not provide legitimate education. Those caught face detention and deportation. Misuse of the H-1B tech visa program, intended for skilled workers, is also a concern, with reports of sham companies created solely to facilitate illegal immigration. This crackdown raises fears among genuine students and workers about potential career disruption and the risk of being caught in the broader enforcement efforts. The situation has created anxiety within Indian American communities, with some individuals canceling trips or trying to remain inconspicuous. While some argue that the U.S. is being too harsh, others believe it is necessary to clean up the system. The future for Indians in America will be shaped by these stricter rules, raising questions about fairness and fear. It is critical for legitimate students, workers, and families to understand and follow legal pathways. Number 2. Philippines. The Philippines is experiencing a high number of U.S. deportations in 2025, largely due to visa overstays and undocumented work. Many Filipinos travel to America for employment, tourism, or family reunification. While most adhere to the rules, some remain longer than permitted. When a legal visit transitions into an extended, unauthorized stay, deportation becomes a significant risk. Many Filipinos work in caregiving, nursing, or hospitality sectors. Some initially enter legally but then overstay their visas to continue earning and supporting families back home. Others fall victim to deceptive recruiters who promise legal jobs but leave them undocumented and vulnerable. Poverty, limited opportunities, and the desire for a better life drive many to take these risks, even if it means breaking the law. The Trump administration's stricter immigration enforcement in 2025, particularly targeting undocumented workers, poses a threat to thousands of Filipinos, including those who have lived in the U.S. for years and established lives there. Families are under immense pressure, with some fearful of reporting abuse or seeking medical help due to concerns about immigration checks, potentially leading to increased suffering in Filipino communities. Even legal immigrants are experiencing anxiety. The Philippine government's role is crucial. U.S. officials have warned that slow cooperation in deportation processing could lead to limitations on future visa access, impacting legal workers. Solutions are needed to protect hard-working Filipinos abroad, ensuring they have better systems to maintain legal status and avoid deportation. Number 1. China. China is one of the top Asian countries facing high U.S. deportations in 2025, primarily due to an increasing number of visa overstays. Thousands of Chinese nationals enter the U.S. annually for education, tourism, or employment. While many comply with immigration regulations, others prolong their stays beyond the allowed period. In 2025, the U.S. government has intensified immigration checks, particularly targeting those who continue to live or work without valid status. Visa fraud is another serious concern, encompassing fake job offers, enrollment in unaccredited educational institutions, or the submission of fraudulent documents during visa applications. Many Chinese students unknowingly become victims of sham universities that exist primarily to facilitate entry into the U.S. for other purposes. Others are enticed by recruiters offering non-existent jobs. When these violations are discovered, they often result in detention and deportation. This escalating wave of deportations is causing considerable concern within Chinese American communities, leading to family separations, career disruptions, and the removal of individuals who have lived in the U.S. for years. Fear and uncertainty are widespread, especially among students and temporary workers, even those who adhere to the law. The U.S. has also criticized China for slow cooperation in processing deportations, which delays identity confirmation and travel document issuance. In response, both countries are working to enhance communication and streamline the deportation process. The question remains whether these deportations effectively protect the country or inadvertently create more problems. The potential for these policies to change, and who else might face deportations in the future, are ongoing concerns.